10,000 BC, a frozen world where survival is a battle every second. Towering mammoths roam the frozen plains, their massive tusks carving paths through ice and snow. Saber-toothed tigers stalk silently through icy forests, every move a hunt, every moment a danger. Humans huddle in caves, crafting fire from flint, their only shield against the deadly cold. Every berry, every fish, every hunt could mean life or death. Art, stories, courage. Even in this frozen world, humans thrive, adapt, and survive.
But the Ice Age is unforgiving. One misstep, one predator, one storm. Every step could be your last, in a land ruled by giants.
"10,000 BC. The world was untamed. Mountains, rivers, forests, and deserts.
All coated in thick sheets of ice and snow.
The air was sharp and bitter, carrying the whispers of the wind across empty, frozen plains. Life clung to warmth wherever it could be found. In this frozen expanse, survival was not guaranteed. The first humans huddled in caves, their bodies wrapped in furs, eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of movement.
Every day was a battle between life and death. The sun rises weakly over a world of ice.
Glaciers crept slowly across valleys, shaping rivers and mountains in their cold embrace. Wind gusts carried shards of ice like tiny knives. Every sound was amplified in the stillness, from the crack of a branch under a mammoth's foot to the distant roar of a predator unseen.
Humanity was tiny in comparison, but resourceful.
But in this frozen world, who would survive, and who would vanish forever beneath the ice?
Chapter 2: The Giants of Ice.
The Ice Age was ruled by giants. Towering woolly mammoths roamed the plains, their long, shaggy coats shielding them from freezing winds.
Their tusks, sharp and deadly, carved paths through the snow.
Meanwhile, saber-toothed tigers slinked silently through frozen forests, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
Life was a delicate balance. One misstep could mean death.
Animals adapted to the cold, thick coats and layers of fat protecting them from the brutal temperatures. Others evolved into predators, so cunning that even humans had to be careful when hunting. Humans studied these creatures carefully, tracking their movements, observing their behaviors, learning how to survive alongside, or sometimes how to hunt of them. Observation was life-saving knowledge.
Every step could be your last, in a land ruled by giants. Chapter 3: Humans in the Ice.
Humans were few but resilient. Small bands moved cautiously across the ice.
Searching for warmth, food, and safety. Fire was their miracle, stone their weapon.
Every spark from flint could mean survival. Every fire a small beacon of life in a frozen wilderness. Caves became homes. Shelters built from ice, stone, and furs shielded them from storms. Children huddled close to elders for warmth, learning the survival skills of the tribe.
Cooking meat over fire, crafting tools, and telling stories of hunts and hunts gone wrong.
These were the building blocks of culture.
But surviving the cold was only the beginning. What dangers lurked in the shadows?
Chapter 4: The Daily Struggle.
Food was scarce. Hunting mammoths was both dangerous and essential. One miscalculation could mean death from starvation, or worse, from a predator.
Every berry, every fish, every small animal was valuable.
Humans foraged tirelessly, storing as much as possible for the harshest months.
Hunting was a team effort.
Coordinated drives, traps, and spears were used to bring down animals many times their size. Success brought food for days. Failure brought hunger and despair.
Humans learned quickly which animals to hunt, when to retreat, and how to survive the merciless cold. Chapter 5: Shelter and Survival.
Shelter was life. Humans carved caves into frozen rivers, dug lantos from ice blocks, and layered furs to trap warmth. Fires were sacred. Smoke, both a deterrent for predators and a signal for fellow humans.
Every night, survival depended on knowledge passed from elders to the young.
How to maintain fire, how to build a proper shelter, how to ration food. Inside caves, families slept on furs, children learning the rhythm of survival. Outside, the world was unforgiving. Snowstorms, avalanches, and predators that could strike without warning.
The Ice Age was as beautiful as it was deadly.
Even the safest cave could hide deadly threats: predators, avalanches, and the unpredictable ice.
Chapter 6: Culture in the Cold.
Despite the harshness, creativity thrived. Humans painted walls with ochre and charcoal.
Telling stories of hunts, animals, and spirits.
Carvings of animals, idols, and symbolic objects filled caves with meaning. A way to communicate, celebrate, and survive mentally in an unforgiving environment.
Storytelling was essential. Tales of bravery and caution guided new hunters.
Legends of the Ice Age giants were etched in memory, passed from one generation to the next. Art and culture were survival tools, as much as spears and fire.
Chapter 7: Evolution of Life.
The Ice Age shaped all life. Animals grew thick fur, migrated long distances, or hibernated to survive winters. Humans learned to adapt quickly. Clothing, tools, and social cooperation were vital.
Only the adaptable thrived, while the weak vanished into history.
Glaciers altered landscapes, creating rivers, valleys, and lakes.
Humans and animals moved with the changing terrain, learning the rhythm of nature. Ice and snow were both enemy and teacher, forcing evolution at every turn. Change was inevitable. Who would adapt, and who would be left behind? Chapter 8: The End of the Ice. Eventually, the climate warmed.
Glaciers receded, rivers flowed freely, and forests reclaimed the land.
The Ice Age ended, leaving fertile valleys and new opportunities for humans.
Tribes learned agriculture, planted seeds, and built the first permanent settlements.
The world was no longer frozen, but the lessons of survival, adaptation, and ingenuity remained. Humanity had survived the harshest epoch of its history and emerged stronger. The memory of ice lingers, a reminder of nature's power and the resilience of life.
Chapter 9: Legacy of the Ice.
The Ice Age shaped not only life, but our understanding of the world. The giants of the past, mammoths, saber-tooths, giant sloths, may be gone. But their legacy lives in the adaptations of humans and animals today. The Ice Age teaches us about balance, adaptation, and respect for nature.
It is a frozen mirror, reflecting the strength and creativity of life itself.
And as we look to the future, the Ice Age reminds us.
Survival depends on knowledge, cooperation, and courage.